Hindi po Malabon Court, no, just to be clear. Ang pinuntahan po ni Ms. Diskaya is the Office of the City Prosecutor of Malabon for the conduct of preliminary investigation. May pending case po siya sa Malabon filed by the city government of Malabon itself. So yung gobyerno, local government po ng Malabon ang nag-file sa kanya ng kaso through its authorized representative. And if ano po, ang charge dyan locally is a violation of RA 3019 as well as the light felony of theft. As to the specifics po, hindi ko po maibibigay. Kasi sa local na po yan sa Malabon po ngayon. So,
pero sir, hindi ba nagkakaroon ng preferential treatment ang NBI because yun nga, wala pa namang warrant na inilalabas yung Digos Court against Diskaya and she voluntarily wants to stay there but she's also being escorted by the NBI agents kapag kailangan niya lumabas and then at the same time yung kanyang tinutuluyan doon. Komportable rin lahat.
Quite the contrary po, no? Tandaan po natin na although mabigat na po or may ebidensya na po and a lot of reasons to charge Sara Diskaya as shown by the multiple cases pending and filed against her, wala pa pong warrant talaga na issue against her to restrain her liberty. Ang hiningi lang po ni Sara Diskaya in being able to go to Malabon is to be able to attend her scheduled preliminary investigation there, and second, besides that, to secure the necessary documents na kailangan po niya para mailahad po niya ang defense niya before the panel of prosecutors or the of OCP Malabon. So ano po yan, wala pong preferential treatment. Okay? In fact, the fact that her liberty is now being restrained despite the absence of a warrant of arrest means that the government is actually taking steps forward to be able to make sure that she or any person involved in these cases are held accountable even despite the fact na wala pa pong warrant ngayon na i-issue.
Kapag sir you're saying nasa advantage pa rin ng government?
Of course, ma'am. Yes. Kasi again, walang warrant but if you would look at it, her liberty is restrained. Diba? To a certain extent that she has to ask for permission before she could necessarily secure documents to be able to that she needs for her defense before the prosecutor's office.
May feedback na ba sir from the prosecutors in Davao? Bakit tatagalan ng paglabas ng warrant?
Sa Davao po. As
From a Digos Court daw.
currently wala pa pong information on that, no. But the warrant kasi is issued by the courts, ma'am, no. And before the warrant can be issued by the court, the case has to necessarily be filed with the proper court from the prosecution's office, assuming that preliminary investigation was conducted.
Sir, hypothetical, paano naman po kung walang warrant dahil walang probable cause?
You mean, sir, before before
The court. Kung hindi mag-i-issue ng
pag wala pong warrant, then as standard procedure would dictate, then you cannot restrain the liberty of a person. Ano na po
sir,
yan?
palalabasin na si Diskaya, sabi na, kung wala namang palang warrant, umuwi ka na.
Hindi, kaya nga po ginagawa, kaya po nangyayari itong preliminary investigation para makita natin kung may sapat na ebidensya para isampa yung kaso in court. Because then only then can the court issue the warrant to restrain her liberty.
So, ibig sabihin sir, wala pang assurance talaga kung may ilalabas na warrant yung court.
Wala po kasing kasong filed in court nasa OCP pa lang po, sa prosecutor's office.
Saan ang preferred the detention for Diskaya?
And sorry.
Saan ang
Sige po.
preferred the detention ng DOJ for Diskaya? I mean, the Davao court could decide na, dito may kulong yan, di ba? Hypothetically lang.
If the trial proceeds and the Davao court adjudges the person to be guilty, diba, to be convicted, and then she will be arrested and detained in the proper courts of where the local jurisdiction of the crime is located. So sa Davao yun. Unless there are compelling reasons to transfer her detention elsewhere, like in Manila.
Pero sir, kasi yung sa Davao, filed na siya
Okay, so
So kaya nga yun yung naging rason ni Sara Diskaya, kaya pumunta na siya agad sa NBI para voluntaryo na mag-surrender kasi kumbaga, ina-anticipate na niya na ilalabas yung
well, tama naman po a person voluntarily surrenders with the end goal of kasi may mitigating circumstance po tayo under the law ng voluntary surrender. Ibig sabihin, pwedeng bumaba ang sentensya ng isang tao pag a-judge ng court kapag nag-surrender na siya before the issuance of a warrant. Diba? So, dun po pasok yun. Ang tanong niyo po, ma'am, is kapag walang warrant na issue. 'Di ba? Well, the fact of her voluntary surrender may or may not be considered kasi sa court na naman po malalabas yan ng defense eh. Nag-surrender siya before she was issued a warrant, before trial proceeded. So, nakatipid po ang gobyerno ng resources in locating her. Yun po yung rationale behind that.
Yung pag-voluntary surrender niya, hindi po ba parang it implies na may admission of guilt na kagad siya kasi wala pang warrant tapos nag-surrender na siya kagad?
Hindi po ganoon ng rationale behind the law. Okay, the rationale behind voluntary surrendering is you save the government resources in locating you. Hindi na namin kailangan maghanap pa. So that may be considered a mitigating circumstance in court.
Sir, yung while the case, yung hindi pa po convicted, will the DOJ oppose yung detention niya o yung temporary custody in places other than Metro Manila? Halimbawa, sinabi ng Davao, no, dito yan, ikulong sa Davao City Jail.
Well, I think to oppose her is not the accurate term because if she's detained there, then her liberty is necessarily restrained na. Diba? So, what we could oppose, well, I say, siguro, you could transfer the venue of her detention elsewhere, but titingnan pa po natin yung grounds for doing so. Siguro, is it to prevent an injustice? Well, we'll have to allege those. Those have to be, kailangan makita po natin yung tamang rason kung bakit kailangan na ilipat na kanyang detention. But again, until a warrant is issued, which precedes, trial, then we cannot know for certain kung talaga bang there are grounds to hold her currently.
Ilang days po may expect na ba siya warrant?
Hindi ko po masasabi yan, sir, kasi unang-una may information na po ba. With respect to yung Malabon case, for the Davao case, depende rin po yan sa court ng Davao, so we can't say for now.
So wala na pong assurance na ma-arrest o makakulong before po mag-end sa
Hindi, kung may kaso na po siya na pending in Davao, then dapat may warrant na na-issue. As to when it will be issued, court na po ang makakapagsabi niyan. I cannot speak for the court kung kailan po nila i-issue, no? And kung kailan scheduled yung mga hearing dates na dun sa court na yon.
Mahigpit na paalala. Ito na ang huling pagkakataon na yung buwan para makuha ang Lutin Gamis sa
Yung mga hearing dates na dun sa court na yon. Pagsabi niyan. I cannot speak for the court kung kailan po nila i-issue, no? And kung kailan scheduled yung mga hearing dates na dun sa court na yon.
Sir, pwede
Two more questions po. Okay. Last two. Diskaya lang po muna.
Sige. Sir, Harry Roque? Meron na, sir.
Wala po pong balita on Harry Roque. Senator Bato asked with respect to a request for red notice. Tama po ba? Sorry. Well, no news yet, no ma'am. No news yet on whether a request was filed with the Interpol as of now.
Sir,
Wala pa po kasing pending charge yet. Unlike the other accused involved in all the other controversies.
Sir, para lang ma-record namin, kasi di ba yesterday, may panibagong preliminary investigation. Para lang po klaro,
Okay.
kapag nag-backtrack yung mga nagko-cover dito, ano na po ba yung status nito, sir? So this is separate dun sa 5 ghost flood control project sa Bulacan. So ano po yung complaint dito and sino po yung mga respondents?
Ang case po bang binabanggit yung PI kahapon?
Yes, sir, yung mahapon
Okay,
pati
so
sina Price.
Okay, so alam po natin lahat na may 5 kaso regarding Sims Construction in Bulacan na pending with the DOJ. Some submitted for resolution, others still currently undergoing investigation. Yung kahapon po na preliminary investigation, iba pa po yan. Hindi yan patungkol dun sa 5 kaso regarding Sims. As I've discussed before, may 6 po na bagong kaso na nirefer back ng Ombudsman to the DOJ because of the deputization by the Ombudsman related to Bulacan as well, being the locality of the project, but related to Wow Builders and Top Notch. So iba pa po yan sa Sims. So may 5 po na nauna regarding Sims, sumunod yung 6. So that's a total of 11.
So total 11.
Opo, yung PI po kahapon is with on 2 of the 6 cases regarding Wawa and Top Notch. Mga respondents po dyan, marami po kasi. In one case, there are 20, in the other, there are 30. I don't have the complete list right now, but included po yung known personalities like Henry Alcantara, Bryce Hernandez, pati na rin po si Senator Bong Revilla is one of the respondents there. At hindi ko po sigurado ngayon. I have to check.
Sir, pero yung pagpapalabas ng resolution dun sa mga naunang kaso na in-unveil po natin sa PI, kailan lalabas?
Yung sa 5 kaso po.
O yung sa first 3 ata yung...
Sa first 3. I cannot give a definite date, ma'am, but definitely that's being fast-tracked. We could expect it within the month, I would say.
Yung kanina lang, yung mga na-mention yung may pato, ano ba pwede ikaso sa kanila? Sa kanin, siguro pag government official, pwede siguro extortion. Pero what that's kaya pwede ikaso?
Well, as discussed earlier, sir, look at the provisions of the Public Service Act. We'll have to look into that. That's why a task force was convened, because there are many multiple crimes that one could charge in a single act. So tama pong binanggit yung kanina, extortion could be one of those charges.
Sir, kanina sir, dumating sina Henry Alcantara, JP Mendoza. So, pabalik-balik itong mga to sir, ano po ba yung pakay or agenda nila sa...
Iba't ibang rason po, no? Kasi maliban doon sa PI na pinupuntahan nila, they could also be looking into yung application nila for state witness. So, kasi syempre, our doors are still open for anyone who could provide actionable or credible information dun sa mga kaso na pending ngayon. So, I cannot say for certain, sir, kung ano mismo yung rason today. Minsan, the information just arrives at me this do.
Pero sir, ano na ba dito? Follow up yung kalahati pa ng restitution ng Alcantara?
Darating din yan, sir, of course.
Na ba yun, sir? Nagulatan na.
Hindi siya yung may po na nasabi naman po sa inyo last time. No? Of course, pag nandyan na yan, kailangan malaman din po agad ng taong bayan through the press.
Sina Bryce at Mendoza nangako na magbabalik din.
Wala pa po akong information regarding that.
Sir, parang potential talaga maging state witness dun sa mga protected witness natin.
As much as I would like to say, no, ma'am, we're bound by confidentiality provisions of the WPSB law.
Sir, kasi may update po ba dun sa bounty na hinanap?
Wala pa pong information.
Wala pong lumalapit.
Wala pa pong lumalapit sa amin.
Sir, yung kaso niya, file niya?
Sino po?
Yung kaso niya? Yung yung recommended
Hindi pa po. No, the information is currently under review. What I mean by information is yun po yung document na fina-file in court which will allege the specific overt acts. Yung mga actions po, kung kailan nangganap, kung sino-sino mga kasama nila in the conspiracy. So may resolution na po, the information should follow suit in being filed in court. So I'll wait for that. Sorry, sir?
What's the cause of the delay?
Just the information just being under review, sir. Okay, because besides the volume, you have to look into the wording of the information meticulously. Because kapag mali pong information, mali ang wording, kaya magkamali ka na konti, quashable po yan. Quashable meaning, may grounds ka to dismiss the case in court.
Anong sense ng MR ito kailatan nila this week?
Opo, yung MR daw is with respect to yung resolution na in-issue against them before the DOJ, the National Prosecution Service.
May chance pa bang ma-reverse yung resolution?
Hindi na, well, of course, that's up to the panel of prosecutors to decide. What we could say is the filing of an MR does not suspend the filing of the information in court. So while the two could exist simultaneously, habang pending review po yung information, as soon as tapos na po ang review niya, natapos na ang wording, pwede na po i-file in court yan kahit na pending pa po yung resolution on his motion for reconsideration.
Sir, may file na MR na po ang camp ni sa resolution?
Well, they only have 10 days from the issuance of the resolution. I'm not sure yet, ma'am, kung nakapag-file na sila. All I'm saying is, though the MR does not suspend the filing of the case in court.
Sir, yung delay sa filing information, hindi ba kayo worry na baka makaalis ng bansa yung mga respondents doon since napangalanan na sila?
Well, syempre po, there's always that concern, but that applies to each and every case pending before the department. No, that's why sometimes we're also very cautious in what we reveal to the public because baka matimbrehan din po, matelegraph tayo sa mga ibang akusado, respondents, right? But in the ordinary course of things, ano po yan, talagang the information really has to be scrutinized first before it's filed in court. Ganun po talaga proseso. It's just how it works.
Nandito pa rin po siya sa Pilipinas.
Well, I mean, of course, pag ano po for a known personality like Atong Ang, the government does take measures to make sure that hindi siya makaka-escape, di ba? Makakalabas ng bansa. Now, if you have a pending charge and talagang kakasukan na dapat in court, if he tries to leave the country, then the immigration authorities will be notified. Of course, during the pag-alis niya sa airport, and in turn, we will be notified of any intention to depart the country or evade prosecution.
Kahit wala pong ilbo, okay lang.
Opo. Kahit wala pong ilbo, because the immigration authorities will know when he's there. So, masabihan naman po kami. The BI